Hello YouTube, today we're going to be looking at my old school reports. I attended Cantell School in Southampton between the years of 1990 and 1994. I found the first three reports between the years 1990 and 1992, so I thought I'd be interested in reading them to you and seeing what I was like way back when, nearly 25 years ago. Okay, so first we're going to look at November 1990. I was in year 8. They didn't actually have a year 7 at secondary schools in Southampton then. Believe it or not, that's the way the education system was back in those days. But let's have a look how I was doing in November 1990. So, let's read my comments first of all. I wrote, I think I have settled down good and bad. I have found out my way around the school and have hardly ever got lost. But I have come with a bad attitude. In lessons such as home ec and science, I burst out laughing, either because of others or simply myself not keeping myself under control. I am good at subjects English and French. On subjects I still need improving, but I must work hard to stop this attitude. Okay, and the teacher wrote, I am glad that you have settled in reasonably well, and that you now feel you know your way around the school. I am very concerned, however, by your apparent inability to behave sensibly and to take your work seriously at times. You must think carefully about your approach to lessons and the way in which you can improve. The head of house, at that time Woolbridge, wrote, You have written an honest assessment of your early weeks at Cantell. Generally speaking, you are progressing quite well, but I'd like you to adopt a more consistent attitude towards your work. There we are. So not too bad, November 1990, but a lot of silliness involved in those years. It would only get worse. We're now going to look at July 1991. Just read the progress report for this year. It reads, In my time spent as a Year 8 pupil, I think I have done very well in lessons and around the school. I have enjoyed English, Humanities, PDS, Personal Development Studies, and Creative Arts. My best subject is English because I am in the top set for that. God knows why I was there. And I enjoy most of the work set. Also, I like geography because I have quite good marks on that. I like the canteen services and ice cream vans that run during the break times and lunch times. I am also looking to activities week. I'm sure that should mean I'm looking forward. I go to IT at lunchtime sometimes. The teacher's comment. You are progressing well in most subjects, although an extra effort is needed in information technology. Remember too the importance of punctuality. Now, anybody who knew me back then realised that I don't think in the 4 years at school I ever turned up on time once. I think you could count them. If I did ever turn up on time once to the school, it was very, very rare. So I think you could probably count the amount of times I turned up at school on one hand. But there we go. The headmaster this time wrote, Keep up the effort and you will then make progress despite finding the work difficult in 1 or 2 subjects. Well done. Okay, so I'll read my English, 1991. I think that I have been fairly pleased with my work up to now. I think I have done okay in the work I have been set. At the beginning I was very poor with my handwriting, but I think I have improved dramatically. I still need practice at punctuation and paragraph. I seem never to be in a group, probably because I don't like hardly anyone. Okay, the I's were not capitals and a lot of spelling mistakes here, but set 1 for English, so it wasn't my decision to put me there. Teacher wrote, You are right to say that you have improved over the year. The presentation of your work is very different now. You have shown good understanding of the books we have read and produced some very good work. Okay, mathematics, always in the middle set for those. Mathematics was average and the teacher didn't write anything, so I'll skip that. Integrated science, oh dear, that poor teacher. My comment, I think that I have done quite well in science. I should improve my neatness and behaviour. Teacher wrote, You need to exercise more self-control. You are a bright boy who is capable of understanding facts quite quickly. However, you let yourself down by displays of foolish, irresponsible and dangerous behaviour. I have to agree on that. I was pretty crazy in science. Teacher had lovely handwriting, by the way. I don't think she was there for that long after I was there. I wonder why. PDS, not really much to talk about that. PE, wasn't very good at physical education, but it was just satisfactory. French, okay, let's read French. I do not enjoy French that much. I think I should try to improve my handwriting standards. I should learn and revise more at home. I have enjoyed TV and Biliobus, whatever they were. Teacher's comment, I am disappointed. I thought you were beginning to relax and enjoy French a bit more. You tend to be a bit of a loner in class, don't you? Preferring to work alone. Don't get so upset if you get something wrong. We all make mistakes. Ask for help if you need it. Not sure what that is. Something is very important. I think you're making progress. Have confidence in yourself. It'll make all the difference. Yeah, but I would actually go down in stats after that, sadly. Geography. I actually got promoted in that. Not much to really read on this. I got some relatively good marks. Teacher was relatively happy with my progress. Sadly, this teacher actually passed away a few years after I left school, which was sad to hear because I quite liked the guy. That's unfortunate, but that's life, sadly. History, not much to say on this one either. Again, I quite like the teacher here. He was only there for 1 year. I think he'd been there for a while, so I think he'd retired or moved on. Quite a nice chap as well. Creative arts, not much to say on drama. Not sure what that is there. I think that's just being silly. Oh dear. Music. I think I haven't done what I wanted to do and I should try harder. There's my comment. Teacher wrote, although you always produce something of quality in performance, it is not always what was asked for. Do listen more carefully and try to keep within the boundaries of the project. Okay, actual art here. I think that this is this is probably one of the worst lessons I am bad at. If I try, I may be able to get somewhere for once. Teacher wrote, he finds the art lesson difficult. He must realise that if he is to produce quality projects, more quiet concentration will be needed. Okay, CDT. I think that I haven't done as well as I could and I should try harder. You have worked reasonably hard, shown interest, and made some progress since starting CDT in February. Teacher's comment, of course, but I do feel that you're not giving of your true best. You must try and be less casual in your approach to work and show a little more drive and effort. What you have achieved is adequate, and I'm not totally displeased with you, but not a true reflection of your ability. Come on, let's see your true effort, potential and ability. Oh dear. Information technology, well this is good. I think I should try harder in IT because I am slacking. I will improve my behaviour, etc, etc. I actually wrote that down, etc, etc at the end. Teacher wrote, a rather disturbing report. Richard must improve his attitude. Okay, so that was 1991 in a nutshell. Let's look at 1992 now. Now, things will start to go downhill from here. Okay, let's look at the pupil summary that I wrote. I haven't done well in school this year because I am late for most lessons like creative art and drama. So see, the attendance will get so bad. I have enjoyed activities week because it is quite pleasurable making a change from the normal school atmosphere. I need to improve on punctuality because it is cause for concern. I enjoy geography and English out of my lessons. I should try and behave more sensibly in general around the school. Teacher wrote, he is an able pupil who does not do himself full justice. I want him to be more positive in his attitude towards work at Cantell. That was actually the head of house at the time, rather not my tutor. And the headmaster wrote a note of warning and encouragement there. Okay. English, I won't talk about that. Again, I wasn't really... Strange I got an attainment 4 out of 5 because I didn't think I was doing very well in English at that time, but there we go. It would get worse because I'll drop our sets a couple of years later, or a year or so later. Maths, I'll read this one, this is quite good. I haven't enjoyed maths as much as I thought I would, but I must admit I enjoyed some of the work. I found the work with teacher I don't know the name of quite interesting. Improvements need to be made on punctuality and handwriting. I hope to use a computer in the near future. I'm up to date with classwork and homework. Teacher wrote, he is a likeable chap who is more capable than he's prepared to admit. Class and homework of a good standard, and he can speak well about the maths he is studying. He seems to lack confidence at times, which I find surprising because of his general air of understanding when spoken to about his work. I think he underestimates himself. I have to say I think the teacher overestimated me at that time. Sadly, as I've mentioned before, it will get worse. I will do a bit of discussion at the end. Integrated science, not much of interest there in that one. French, not too much, really the same as the year before. I would still drop a set though. Geography, hardly ever turned up to that, but I've got here, I could improve on attendance and punctuality and drawing and handwriting. Teacher wrote, his exam result was quite encouraging, but overall there is a lack of consistency in the quality of his work. Perhaps a little more determination would help. Well, pretending up to a lesson might help as well. History, that was very much a right-on teacher. He had a very novel way of working. I think probably people knows who he was if they were there at the time. But again, I won't read that because it's not that interesting. Religious studies, my comments. Absent when pupil comments were written. As you have been absent for 9 out of 18 lessons, your progress must be very limited. What you have done well, but anything meaningful is going to be very hard to achieve with this poor record. And it would only get worse. Drama. I have failed completely in drama. I need to pull my attitude together. Everything I do needs to be improved. I have a good attendance. I chase people around too much. Teacher wrote, he is rather self-conscious. He could make more effort in drama lessons. He tends to be rude and disruptive to cover up his feelings. He could do much more to contribute to personal and group work. Okay, music. Oh dear. I haven't done too well in music because I don't behave too well. I don't enjoy the subject much. I could improve by involving the group and behaving more. He wrote, teacher, he has not really got on very well this year. He is too easily distracted and wastes far too much time. This is a great shame as Richard has a very creative mind. There we are. Information technology, the same as before, disturbing, tends to be easily distractive. Oh dear, now here's a bad one. Home economics, cooking. Wow, I have not learned anything at all. I haven't enjoyed anything because I misbehave. The teacher wrote, sadly, you have not allowed yourself to achieve much in this subject. I hope that you find CDT more motivating. Home economics, I was actually banned from cooking. I just made an absolute mess of everything. We misbehaved, we gave that teacher probably a nervous breakdown. We were absolutely dreadful. So I apologise to that teacher if she's listening now. I shouldn't laugh because it's very bad, but you got a level of attainment 1 out of 10 probably. But there we go. Oh dear. Personal development? No, not much to say on that. And physical education, yeah, he's alright, and there's nothing great to say on that either. So, just a quick overview there of my school reports from 1990 to 1992. 1993, in a summary, that's where basically I hit the bottom. Got thrown out of a lot of subjects for GCSE in that year. Really, really bad report. I mean, if the school still has it on record, they can see it for themselves. It was very, very bad. 1994, the last year I was at school, I turned things around a bit. Yeah, did better. Didn't take all the exams I wanted, but got reasonable grades. You know, C's, D's, and E's. I guess that's not too bad. I don't think I was ever going to be an A student. Perhaps maybe a B if I'd have tried harder. But mainly a sort of C's and D's is probably what I was capable of anyway. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that quick trip down memory lane. Thank you very much for watching my old school reports for Cantell School. Bye bye now.